Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Limitless Living. I am Shawn. I am your host. And today I am excited to share with you a bit about who I am, about what I believe in, and what you can expect from this podcast. Whether you are dealing with nagging pain, frustrated by your lack of progress, or simply looking for some new and effective strategies to implement and improve your fitness, your health, and your overall well-being, well, you are in the right place. Let me start by telling you a little bit about myself. My journey into strength and conditioning began with my own pursuit to excel in the sports I was interested in. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting, yes, even CrossFit, and a little bit more recently, distance running. Frankly, training transformed my abilities in these sports, and it became very clear to me how powerful the world of strength and conditioning can be. But it was not always smooth sailing. I struggled for years with debilitating injuries, sciatic nerve issues, lower back pain, and a whole host of shoulder injuries and limitations. Like many of you, I tried a lot of different things. I tried physical therapy. I tried PRP injections. I tried stem cells. I tried endless chiropractic care, mobility programs, just the whole, I took the shotgun approach at it. None of it worked, not long term anyways. And that frustration led me into a deep dive into figuring out how to fix my own pain. Naturally, that evolved into helping others like yourself do the same. Now, I've been fortunate enough to compete in a wide variety of sports, and that has given me a very unique perspective on what works and what does not work. I've coached run-of-the-mill CrossFit classes. I've created individualized programs for high-level competitors. Now, my focus is primarily on helping folks get out of pain, rehab their injuries, and improve their performance for everyday life. So, what do I believe when it comes to fitness, to health, and rehab? First and foremost, I believe every individual is unique. That means they need a custom program tailored to meet them where they are at and progress them to where they want to be. The reality is that the needs of a 40-year-old mother who just wants to enjoy a game of pickleball or tennis or go for walks with her friends is very, very different from a 20-ish-year-old college football player who has all of his macros dialed in and just wants to see a little bit of extra performance increasement and, maybe stop his knee from hurting so much. Frankly, to achieve real progress, you have to assess. And that's where every client I work with starts. We assess their flexibility. We assess their strength balance, or rather imbalance, and we assess their lifestyle. From there, we create a structure that is not just about managing or working around an issue, but strengthening, resolving, and working through an issue. We build the flexibility. We build the control. We build the length. We build the strength, and we build the conditioning and the capacity. And of course, none of that works without proper sleep, nutrition, stress management, and hydration. So, for those of you dealing with pain or limitations, I also believe in the power of education. Every client goes through a 12 to 16 week course to understand why they are dealing with pain, how to manage setbacks that are going to come up, and maybe most importantly, how to progress in a way that doesn't just focus on working around an injury, but rather getting through it and becoming stronger. So, what can you expect from me from this podcast? My goal is to share the knowledge that I have gained over the years to help you move forward in your fitness journey. I'm going to cover topics ranging from strength and conditioning to pain management, mindset, stress management, and of course, tips and tricks that you can use immediately to start seeing progress. My ideal listener is a busy adult, one who's tried physical therapy, chiropractic care, endless mobility programs, fad diets, and still feels stuck and frustrated and is unwilling to accept that this is as good as it gets. And you want to get back to living a life without restrictions. You want to get back to living a life without compromise. Each week, I'm going to release a new episode. We're going to dive into these topics more in depth. You can expect plenty of real-world client success stories. And I hope to eventually bring some of my clients onto this podcast to share their experiences. I'm going to bring in guests leading experts in the world of chiropractic care, sports medicine, rehabilitation, etc. And there's not going to be any shortage of tips, tricks, and deep dives into topics that I find to be the most valuable. You can follow me across social media. The most engaged on Instagram, but I have Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok, pretty much at Coach Shawn with 2 N's across the board. And follow me there so you can stay updated on new episodes and get even more content. I want to kind of highlight that the focus here is going to be on education. It's going to revolve around giving you the tools and understanding to make long-term progress in your health, in your fitness, and in your life. There are so many ways to program and train out of pain. The real value lies in knowing how to apply those strategies in a way that works for you. My goal is to empower you with knowledge, with motivation, and with discipline. I sincerely appreciate you tuning into this first episode, and I am excited to go on this journey with you. I cannot wait to share more in the coming weeks. I will talk to you soon.